Ladies and gentlemen, the next match will be a one-fall match with a 15-minute time limit. In the ring at this time, from Chattanooga, Tennessee, weighing 300 pounds, Terry Bam Bam Gordy. And his opponent from Knoxville, Tennessee, weighing 260 pounds, the strongest man in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Doug Furnas.
Shaking hands with a bunch of ringsiders. And by the way, stand by with your pencils and paper, because we're going to be giving you a telephone number a little bit later on. If you are interested, if you're a member of a band boosters club or a member of a civic club that would like to sponsor wrestling in your area, we'll be giving you a number that you can call to make those arrangements.
This match is going to be a barn burner. I expect this one to be a great contest. Two huge athletes here, both of them strong, both of them agile. Bam Bam Gordy naturally has the edge in experience, but I think Furnas certainly has the edge in power and maybe agility as well.
I would have to agree with that. Doug is absolutely... you know, look at that. Natural kipper. Right back on his feet. And that had to make Mr. Gordy take second notice. Gordy is a strange mixture as a human being.
Oh, gosh, he certainly is, Gordon, and he's a very difficult man to wrestle because you don't know exactly what posture he's going to take and what attitude he's going to take and how he's going to wrestle you. Makes it very difficult to wrestle a man like that. He's a confusing individual. Oh, Furnas took him off his feet.
He did indeed.
I think Bam Bam hurt a big Bam Bam then.
He found out that 60 or 40-pound weight advantage he's got isn't going to mean that much. By the way, as we mentioned just a few moments ago, if you'd like to have wrestling in your community, you'd like to sponsor the matches, you're a member of a band boosters club, please call Bob Polk. And I say band boosters, I'm talking about any civic organization for fundraising. Cross body block by Furnas.
Almost had him. He almost had him, Gordon. Very close to a win there, and Bam Bam is a little bit concerned already off the bat here.
Yep, he sure is.
We got a great crowd here at our studio at Coliseum in Knoxville today, and they're certainly into this match as much as we are, Gordon.
Well, there's no question about it. You've got two of the top superstars in the nation right now, in Gordy and Furnas.
And this is another feather in the cap of USA Wrestling, as far as I'm concerned, to bring the fans this type of match on television. This is the type of match, as you can say, as you usually say, Gordon, would fill any arena in America, and this one would.
Certainly no question about that, and it is a great opportunity for those folks who are unable to get to the matches live. Beautiful counter by...
I loved it.
Beautiful counter by Furnas. Let's throw Bob Polk's number up there once again if we can. Bob Polk, in case you'd like to... he is our promotional director, and in case you'd like to have wrestling in your town, call on Bob Polk, and
then you can see that was a nice move on Furnas's part there. He went out and helped Gordy back, not helped him back in the ring, but certainly allowed him to get back in the ring, and a handshake, and I certainly like to see that. I hope this match continues at that level.
Well, I do too. Doug Furnas has got a good single leg pickup. Single leg pickup. And Terry Gordy very quickly taking advantage of that situation.
He's trying to put him into his Indian deathlock and turn him over here. I believe Furnas has got such huge legs, he'll have a hard time doing this to Doug Furnas. He may have already figured that out, and just scissoring those legs and crossing them like he has. He's trying it. He's got those legs hooked. It's like he's wanting to do it, but Furnas has got that power, and those... It's difficult to attack a man with legs like that around the legs.
Yeah, I would have to agree. The legs, of course, are the most powerful, contain the most powerful muscles in the body. And those leg muscles of Doug Furnas, well, he hasn't been able to wear any store-bought clothes since he was in 10th grade in high school.
Well, I can believe that. He must have, I'd say his thighs have got to be 38 inches. They're huge, and Gordy was not able to turn him over in that move, which doesn't surprise
in trouble. Furnas in trouble, no question about that. And once again, Gordy looks like he's going for it.
He sure is. He's not going to give up on that move. I think if he could put him in this hole, he might be able to beat him. And he is going. I don't know. Furnas is really fighting it here. He has turned him into it, Gordon. This is a horribly painful hole.
Man, oh man, oh man. And Furnas is going to have to call on every bit of strength and savvy that he's got. He is Terry Bronson, the referee, asking him if he wants to concede. Furnas saying no, but Furnas has got to be in a lot of pain.
He sure has, but I've never seen anybody go this long without giving up in this hole, Gordon. But he is not going to give up. I don't think he's going to give up. I believe he's going to fight it.
Well, we may have to throw in the towel for him because he could get some real stretched muscles here. He is not giving up. This is absolutely phenomenal.
He's fighting. I think he's going to try to make it to the ropes, and he's a long way from the ropes. He's a good 2 feet from making it to the ropes.
And there's nothing to get a hold of on that ring mat. That's one of the new and more modern ring mats, and it's a smooth surface. And he is not able to get a grip. I've seen fellas grab the mats and pull themselves along, but he can't do it on this.
Gordy gave up. I think Gordy gave up. Gordy's arm there, he's shaking out his arm like he was in pain, just about as much as Furnas was, and Furnas has withstood Gordy's toughest move. Nice drop kick.
Beautiful move by Doug Furnas. Put Terry Gordy down on the canvas. And Furnas closes in on him once again. Has Terry Gordy in a side headlock. They're into the ring ropes. 2 giants of the wrestling world. And that one staggered Furnas, but he's in for a lateral press.
Close. He's really in contention, and you can see his legs are hurting. Doug is having a problem with those legs. Oh, nice football tackle. I mean, he sent Gordy out on the floor.
Reverted back to his days at the University of Tennessee, and Terry Gordy is outside the ring.
Looks like he's going to step out, and let's see some sportsmanship here again. He's going to help him up. I can't believe that he probably shouldn't be. I think he ought to leave Gordy to get into the ring on his own.
Oh, bad mistake. Good Lord.
Gosh. Furnas has got to be out.
He drove a brainbuster into him that time. He drove him down to the canvas.
Furnas is out. I don't see Furnas moving at all.
No. He took a tremendous impact, and what that may have done to his axis vertebrae, there's just no telling what kind of spinal injury he might have suffered.
That's for sure, and the referee has told an account here, and Doug Furnas will definitely not make this count. And Gordy, that's a cheap shot. That was a very cheap move, Gordon.
Yeah, really, he was out there trying to help Gordy back into the ring. I don't think he intentionally booted him out. And
that's very dangerous. You don't do that to a man. That's a bad move inside the ring, and on a floor like this, Doug's going to need some help.
Yeah, I think he is. In fact, the matter is, let's take a look, if we can. We'll take a look at exactly how this did occur, because we saw Doug Furnas go outside the ring. Here he is trying to offer some help, and then
Gordy catches him with the knee, and he picks him up here. And look, I thought at first he was going to suplex him, and instead of and it takes power here. Notice he gets him straight up in the air here and comes right down. Oh gosh, the back of his. Oh, Gordon, that's terrible. That's terrible.
One of the worst I've ever seen, and obviously Doug Furnas is out of action for how long, I just don't know. But Terry Gordy is really going to have to explain his actions at a later time. We'll be back in just a moment.
Let me tell you people something. We've got this man here, looks like he's done started taking care of business down here, right here in Knoxville, Tennessee for old Ron. Now there's something we need to talk about a big upcoming title match right here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and a cage match down here against my beloved Mongolian Stomper and the Bullet. And let me tell these people something once and for all, when we get the Bullet down there and get him in this cage match, to where all stir, brother.